Hello everyone and welcome back. I am so glad that you decided to dive into top tips I utilize when traveling with my aging parent. Foremost, it is a wonderful way to create memories, strengthen family bonds, and support your parents' desire to experience life. But it can also come with unique challenges that require preparation and patience. Whether it's a family vacation, a visit to see relatives, or a medical appointment, travel can be both exciting and challenging for seniors. I thought this topic could be beneficial to some and decided to explore why aging parents want to travel. Then talk a little about key considerations for a smooth trip, and wrap up the conversation with actionable steps for all family members to ensure a healthy, stress-free, comforting and safe journey. Let's dive in. Let's begin with why aging parents want to travel. Traveling is more than just visiting new places. It's about fulfillment, connection, and discovery. I remember as a young child me and my family would travel often around the United States. Visiting family and exploring the area was always fun. But my most memorable time is going to visit my grandmother in Georgia and grandparents in Virginia. It was a time to reconnect with loved ones and create lasting memories. My mom still likes to travel, but she has now gotten to the point where someone has to drive long distances for her, which can sometimes be a challenge when I am not in the area. Many of our aging parents have a bucket list of destinations they've always wanted to visit, such as childhood places, cultural landmarks, or natural wonders. Traveling can also provide a sense of purpose and adventure, boosting your parents' overall mood and well-being, which can be incredibly stimulating for seniors. Being able to experience new sights and sounds can help keep their minds sharp, engaged, and combat social isolation. Now, let's talk about some of the challenges we may face when traveling with our parents. While traveling with aging parents is rewarding, it is also important to acknowledge the unique challenges involved. Addressing these ahead of time can make all the difference. If your parents are anything like my mom, they will pack everything but the kitchen sink if you let them. Of course, packing appropriately is always one of the biggest concerns for any traveler. However, I would recommend that daily items such as medications, mobility aids, and essentials be at the top of your packing list, especially when your parent may be used to having these items readily available in the comforts of their home. Another challenge may be factors with your parents' health. Chronic conditions or mobility limitations may require extra planning for activities, accommodations, and rest stops. Once you have an idea of where you are traveling to, begin to prioritize a thorough assessment of your parents' needs. Then research accessible options in your destination, consider necessary medical equipment, and plan a flexible itinerary with ample time for rest and breaks. A flexible itinerary, in my opinion, is a must when traveling with your parents. It may be a bit of a challenge to find a schedule that works for both you and your parent, especially with energy and stamina levels, but having flexibility will reduce stress for everyone. Our last major trip was about 7 years ago to Walt Disney World. It was a great trip with the grandkids, my mom who was 66 at the time and my children. I was highly surprised that her energy levels remained steady, and she was able to keep up with everyone while we were at the park. However, if your parent may desire to take on the world of Walt Disney, consider having mobility aids readily available, such as wheelchairs, walkers, or canes. Keep in mind many places also provide wheelchair rentals for a small fee, but be sure to research the area's accessibility for ramps, elevators, and public transport. I have also included in the description box below a travel checklist template that will give you and your parent the opportunity to prepare for a wonderful trip. Now let's dig into how we can support our parents during travel. Once you're on the trip, here's how to ensure your aging parent is comfortable and enjoying themselves. First, commute often by keeping them informed about the itinerary, and involve them in decisions during the trip. Communicating often with your parent by having regular check-ins can help reduce anxiety about their trip, and allows everyone to be on the same page. Next, be sure to plan activities mindfully. Balance your parents' interests with physical limitations. Choose activities that are engaging but not overwhelming. Some interest could be visiting historical sites, taking a cooking class, or connecting with locals. I have found creating a travel journal paints a richer picture than any photo can express. Journaling about the trip will not only help your parent refresh their memory, but also be the voice for future generations to look at 20 years from now. Next, you want to be sure to choose senior-friendly accommodations. Look for hotels with elevators, wheelchair accessibility, and grab bars and bathrooms. If applicable, researching airport accessibility is a must. There have been many times that I've traveled out of the country and noticed the lack of accessibility for wheelchairs, strollers, or scooters. If necessary, arrange for transportation or rentals of mobility devices like wheelchairs, walkers, or scooters. Lastly, remember to stay flexible and ready to adjust plans based on your parents' needs. Whether it's skipping an activity or taking an extra rest day. Understand traveling can be tiring for seniors, so encourage them to express their feelings and needs without judgment. Finally, I will touch on if your aging parent wants to travel independently, and how to make it safe and enjoyable for them. My mom has stopped traveling without family, but I have noticed some amazing resources and tools available to help with your aging parent travel independently for ease and comfort. I would highly suggest to equip your parent with a smartphone and teach them how to use video calls, travel apps and messaging apps. My mom isn't a fan of technology and will slowly attempt to try new things. She is still learning FaceTime and it has been a good tool to utilize. There are a ton of local senior centers that often provide travel planning support or group trips for aging individuals. I was able to research a group in the Georgia area which I thought could be an option. They are seniors on the go travel and offer day trips, cruises and tours. I will leave a link in the description for you to check out. Even when traveling in a group, it is essential to provide your parent with all the necessary tools needed for communication and transportation. A couple friendly apps like TripIt allow them to organize their travel itinerary. It's like having your own personal assistant with the ability to sync calendars and share with others. If your parents are traveling abroad and translation assistance is needed, try iTranslate or Google Translate. It breaks down communication barriers in foreign destinations and offers voice translation, camera translation, and offline mode depending on the language pair. It is always a good idea to learn 5 to 10 common words or phrases for the area traveling to. It allows you to communicate basic needs, navigate your surroundings more easily, engage with locals, show respect for the culture, and overall enhance your travel experience by making it more seamless and enriching. Lastly, be sure to always check with airline and hotel services in advance for wheelchair assistance, special dietary requests, or priority boarding. Of course, we should always begin with having open conversations with our parents about their travel plans, while also assessing their health, mobility, and consulting with their healthcare provider before traveling. Be sure to arrange for special accommodations like accessible rooms and transportation, designate emergency contacts, provide detailed itineraries, and consider travel insurance specifically designed for seniors. Also, ensure they have necessary medications, sufficient funds, and a way to contact you in case of any emergencies that may arise. Traveling with aging parents is a gift for them and for you. With thoughtful planning, open communication, and the right resources, you can create experiences that are both joyful and meaningful. Remember, the journey is just as important as the destination. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more tips on creating amazing experiences with your aging parents. Until next time, happy travels!